It's already an auto.
Dog, like legitimately, I'm so sorry, Luke.
Everybody.
I did not need that. And then Mark, this is not Mark's no more time to leave everything. So yeah, I did not mean to do that, but also Roman just made himself a heel, and I just watched the end of that match. Oh my god, he terrorized his cousin.
I'll see you guys later.
No, but no, like legitimately, like there was a bunch of movies I left off this list. I left off Southpaw, Elysium, Chappie.
You could have left them all.
I love Chappie.
Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy.
I own that film. Chappie was solid.
The Man from Uncle.
Man from Uncle, man. I was really close to putting that one in, but I'm like,
Jack Reacher.
And I love like Henry Cavill. I haven't seen it.
Jack Reacher, Equalizer. There's a bunch of movies on that list.
Jack Reacher, turn up.
So you know a movie that I thought belonged on the list, but I didn't know where to put it, so I didn't put it on there at all. Which one? Crazy Rich Asians.
That could have been your number one.
No. So,
no, legitimately, that could have been your number one, and it would have fit. And legitimately, it arguably compared to the rest of ours, it would have been better.
A stereotype.
Oh, I get that.
She said no.
And she swang her hair.
No,
Maybelline style.
Don't be mad. It's her hair. She got that good hair. She got that issue for Asian hair.
You see it with the good hair?
Extra soul glow on her too.
Give us the extra proof.
Give us Eric Benet move.
It's still wet. That's why it looks good. Like it's only good wet.
But that's what happens though, because when it dries, her hair gonna be like it's gonna shrink up just a little bit.
That black gonna come out.
Right, dude. That's funny. Like this gets down to here.
Your skin looks good.
It's like wet.
I was gonna say that one. Oh wait.
But yeah, like I mentioned during the main recording, I had a panic attack yesterday. Like legitimately, actual panic attack. Huh?
What happened?
Did you shake your pants?
No. So I was third to perform out of 4 people, and I took my computer up to set up, and I opened my computer, and my program didn't want to cut on, so I restarted my computer because it was freezing. So I told my restart my computer. It wouldn't cut on. It was fully charged, and it wouldn't cut on. So I restarted again, and it was still taking forever to load. Then the program, it finally loaded up. The program wouldn't come on. I had 5 minutes to figure this out before I had to go on.
Excuse me.
So I was able to get to work. I had a good set. But when I say...
Do you need a new computer?
I do. But when I say, like, after it was over, I was on the ground trying to breathe. Like, I can't do this. I can't keep doing this.
I be crying when stuff like that happens. When I have, like, panic attacks or anxiety, it comes out in the form of tears.
Oh yeah, I was losing it. Like people were like trying to calm me down. I was like, I can't. I'm about to lose because
it comes out in tears. I just be like, I keep crying, and I start crying for no reason.
I just shut the fuck down, and I'm just no good.
But no, it was the most terrifying. Like I performed before DJing wise, but like never to that much fanfare. Like it was like expectation. Like I'm the co-mains. Like I have to be
you gotta
good,
show up, bro.
right? And I'm getting paid for it. So it's like, I need to do this very well or I'm fucked. So.
How did it go though?
It went amazing. I think the crowd really liked it more so because I found 2 songs that they really liked, which was a version of Kendrick Lamar's, what's that song? One of his songs off his first album, but it had the Super Smash Brothers theme behind it.
I don't listen to Kendrick Lamar, so I don't.
That's a whole different subject, but okay. And then I found a trap version of the X-Men theme song and played that.
It's an electric guitar. How did they make that into a trap song?
I'll send you the song. But like when everyone heard it, like I could hear the crowd from outside. I was like, oh shit! Oh! It's like, okay, I guess that song worked.
Hey Kyle, you might want to edit that. You didn't say best. You said beat episode yet.
Thank you.
No problemo.
But yeah, it went well. And then I'm surprised that I'll mention it in the chat. So the thing I was mentioning before during the group chat.
What I mentioned?
You know what I'm talking about, La. Friday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I lied.
Did you get some?
No. I never do that on the first date. Never.
Why? No, I don't want to know. Go ahead.
No, it's just,
I didn't want to be the one. I didn't want to be the one to say that.
No. I'm never looking for that in the first date. Like never something. I'm like, oh, that has to happen because
Sometimes
it does not have to happen. It does not.
They be on that bullshit. You know what? Let's just bang this out. Get the fuck out my face.
I'm just saying I was raised to be a gentleman, which is sometimes a curse and a blessing and a curse.
I'm a gentleman and gentleman's fucking.
No, you're an asshole.
Wow.
You can be both.
Wow.
You can be both. You've never listened to Styles P, an asshole. We're continue.
No, but no. So yeah, but I was like, I'm gonna get both Mark and Kyle for this because I know they've been messing with me about this for the longest. But yeah, so it did go well.
That's good.
Yeah, it was weird going up to.
Date in the future?
Nah.
What'd you ask?
Nah. I got hit with the let's just be friends thing today.
How much you spend on the date? Better off. That's how you think about it.
40? 40?
Oh, that's not bad.
That's not bad.
That's
I mean, we went up to the Apple Orchard and got some drinks and then left. But yeah.
Oh, Apple Orchards. We don't have.
No, it was real weird because when we went up there, we drove past the biggest Trump hit sign that I've ever seen, and my blackness felt uncomfortable. I'm like, I want to turn around now because it's that part of Michigan where there's no street lights. And it's like,
lynching territory.
Mm-hmm.
Sundown territory. Episode 1.
Yeah. Nope.
And I can't run that fast. Dog, like that's why I'm like, I don't want to be in certain places. Like I don't want to be in the water. Like, no, I don't. Some places I just choose not to be because that's a bad idea. But I'm gonna get back to Kyle saying he don't listen to Kendrick Lamar. What the fuck?
He's good. He's not in my top 5 anything. I mean, not
anything.
Not currently, not all the time. Gotcha.
Wow. Okay.
He's good. He's I don't change your voice up every other word like Nicki Minaj. It doesn't really
what?
He's good.
Wait a minute.
He's good. He's just not.
Did you just compare? Did you just compare?
There's similarities.
Kendrick to Nicki Minaj?
I'm not the first person who's ever made that. I've seen
I really want to know who else did that because that doesn't make any goddamn sense.
He's good. He's good, but I'm not ranked. He's not my. If I have everybody in the history of rap, he's not my top 5. If I have just guys that have come out last decade, he's not in my top 5.
Last decade?
This since 2010, he's not in my top 5.
Wait a minute. Okay, so wait, who would be in your top 5 from the last decade then?
I'm not gonna do any specific order.
That's fine.
Okay. That's fine.
Technically, he's 2000.
I'm about to disagree with all of these. Go ahead.
They don't have to have come out in this decade.
They would have to.
But he got hot in this. He got hot in this decade.
Tezla, can you give me a co-host real quick?
Huh?
Can you give me a co-host real quick? I want to see something.
Sure.
Sorry, guys.
Okay. I lost my train of thought. Okay, so decade. Big Sean. Drake. This is my list. 2 Chainz.
That's 3.
J. Cole. Obviously, so first.
You would do J. Cole and you wouldn't do Kendrick. Never mind. Go ahead.
I've been a J. Cole.
Who's your 5th? Fuck that. Who's your 5th?
Last one.
All right, it's technically a cheat, but they did come out this decade. Run the Jewels.
That's like you can't really do Run the Jewels though.
I mean, I'm not a Soul Killer fan.
He kind of can.
Soul LP, but they are a group.
As a group, he can do that. As a group,
that I love them. I love Run the Jewels. Even before the Black Panther soundtrack, I was a Run the Jewels fan because I always like Killer Mike. If I'm saying my top 5 favorite of this past decade, that's my top 5. Kendrick will probably be 6.
The only person that doesn't make your list look good is 2 Chainz. I mean, I like 2 Chainz, but to not put Kendrick in there and put 2 Chainz in there.
For a minute, he was hot, man. For a minute.
I'm not saying he wasn't. I'm just saying like if you brought up that list and said, okay, Kendrick's not in this list, but 2 Chainz is, people was like,
I had to think, especially earlier in this decade, I did listen to trap music, and when I had to think of trap music that I really did listen to, 2 Chainz was putting out some fucking bangers.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just saying, catalog wise, I would much rather fuck with Kendrick's catalog than I would with 2 Chainz. Like,
I always preface my comments by saying this movie list I said on the original one, but I'll say here, I'm a desert island list guy. So when I make my list, I'm stuck on a desert island. I'm on Big Brother or Survivor. You can only choose 5 or 10. If I can only list the 5 rappers.
2 Chainz is like party music, and party would involve multiple people.
I gotta get hyped. I gotta get hyped sometimes.
So you're gonna be on a desert island.
Look at this. The fact that he took that Bon Jovi beat and made it into a trap song.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
That is fucking beautiful.
Oh, I'm not disagreeing with that. What I'm saying is like, okay, how can you listen to my birthday song by yourself? Like you need certain things to listen to birthday song. Like there's a certain type of woman you need to be there to listen to birthday song.
I can listen to that by myself. That's a hype song. That's a hype song. That's got it's got everything.
It needs a certain thing there.
Your top 5 of this era, new decade.
My 5, okay, and they had to come out from 2010 to 2019.
And be like relatively, like I said, Drake did come out in 2008. He didn't get hot until this decade.
All right.
He was just singing hooks in 2008 and 2009.
I would say Kendrick, Drake, J. Cole, Travis Scott.
I only know one Travis Scott song. Like I said, I don't see his music.
And shit, it's kind of difficult.
See what I mean? You might have to tell her what that means to Lucia.
I think she knows what that means. Why? You know what that is?
That's from Lovecraft, right? The box.
Box.
Yeah, the box she got. She talked about it. Yeah.
Them earlier.
I think he came out this year, so I'm gonna just say it right now. Kid Cudi.
I always think of him like I'm not mad at that, and I honestly now.
If I can't have Kid Cudi, I'll put Sahai the Prince.
I might say that. I say if you do lose Cudi, then I actually have to put Kendrick down to number 7 and put Cudi at 6.
Okay, La, or do you not listen to the hip hops?
I might do
that. I mean, I do, but I'm not that invested in this conversation, so I'm sorry. Just being honest.
She doesn't mess. She don't know none of these new young Thundercats.
If you got a little in front of your name, I really don't. Or a duh, I don't know who the fuck you are, so I don't.
I do not appreciate this music they have now. The Baby, I really like his music.
A lot of people do like him. I feel like
you want to know what it is? Someone explain this to me. He's this generation's version of Ludacris. He'll jump on anything. He'll jump on anything. He started out his career with a bunch of hype records, and then slowly but surely he began to go into more of those like I want to rap records. Because the Baby can jump with the
I want to rap.
No, I'm just saying like think about it. Luda when he first started out, he was
Luda can rap.
Yeah, when Luda first started out, he was more so of like a party music kind of rapper. Then he began to go into that, like, I can actually spit with a lot of these dudes.
Hearing that doesn't inherently make me upset, so I'm not mad at it. I'm like, I don't think that's giving Luda enough credit, which he does not get enough credit.
No, God,
Luda's in my top 10 all time.
So
I love Tip. I got him.
Sorry, Luke. Who was in your top 5 of this past? Was it decade? You said?
Yeah, I would say this decade.
Okay.
Decade? I thought we were doing 5 years.
Yeah, that throw the decade in because, like I said, Drake has been around since like 2008, but he really didn't become Drake until like 2010, 11.
I was gonna say like a lot of the people that I like aren't like new. They're not. You know, I'm talking about like if I was gonna include Drake, which I love Drake, but if I was gonna include him, he's not really like the last decade. But I'll include Drake. Can I include Lil Wayne then? Because that's my favorite rapper. I don't know.
And Wayne was hot before.
Wait, that's your favorite of all time, or just? Okay.
Imagine.
Mm-hmm.
He's
we're doing just rap, right? The hip hops, as you said.
Yes, the hip hops. Boom baps.
Even though Drake is border on that.
Drake is the Beyonce of male music. I would say.
I think that's messed up. I think that messed up. People talk about Drake like that, but what's my man name who died? God damn it! That pretty much this time.
Oh no, you just died. I just said Mac Miller.
Oh God, no. He was like very hot in like the 90s. I gotta search. Continue.
But see, it's not an insult to Drake. I'm just saying more so. Both them will try any kind of genre and it'll be a hit.
You can't just say Drake's a rapper. You can't just say Drake's.
Because if we're talking lyricism, Drake isn't even in the top 5
of all time.
Of yours, maybe.
Of all time, he wouldn't be a top 5 lyricist.
Oh, okay. No. I'm just saying, to me, Drake is a more light-skinned Nate Dogg, is what he is. Like he sings on hooks.
No, I wouldn't.
Drake can rap.
I'm not saying he can't, but I just feel like how Drake came out is similar to how Nate Dogg was back in the day. Like he was on people's hooks. He was on people's hooks. He was like a rapper, but like a very singy type of rapper. And that's what Drake built all his stuff was being like people's features before he decided to come out and be like his own like, brand.
But here's a question before we go. But before we go back to Lou's list, does Drake really have a hip hop song that like defined him as like that's his song? Because like Nate Dogg has that with like Regulate. You know that's not his song. That's still like when you hear that, you know Nate Dogg's on that song.
Started from the bottom or trophies.
The Tuesday, Up on a Tuesday song.
That's not his song.
I know, but that's what we were talking about, right?
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, like I feel like nobody gave Nate Dogg like any grief for being a rapper type of singer, but people give Drake so much flack for it. And I'm like, but in the 90s, Nate Dogg was doing it, and everybody loved every fucking song.
But I think the reason why they're doing that is because Nate wasn't going out saying he was the best ever. Nate was very low key in the pocket.
And I think
I'm out here, fuck everybody.
I think a lot of that Drake hate comes from even newer people, like younger kids that really don't really know. Because like us that saw him from Degrassi to rapping in the Young Money video to Sorry for the Wait and shit, like that progression, we're kind of numb to it. But I'm like, dude has progressed. Like he was just a harmony ass nigga on Trey Songz video one time, and now he's the biggest male artist in hip hop. Like he has progressed, and I'm like, as a fan of his, I'm like, I was riding with that because I was gonna get the mixtape and said I bought it for my sister originally, so I was rocking with Drake back then.
Oh no, I mean his original that So Far Gone mixtape does have a lot of good samples on it.
Drake has to be one of my favorite rappers. He's like he's one of 2 rappers that when he raps, I can not only visually see some of the stuff that he's talking about, but some of the stuff hits home for me. I'd be like, the way especially when he talks about the way he feels about people. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about that. I don't give a fuck about that hood shit he talk about because I don't get half that shit because I ain't hood. I grew, you know.
You're not hood?
No, I said I'm not hood. I didn't grow up that deep in the hood like that. Not the shit that he was doing. The way he was selling shit. Come on, bro. You ain't that good. Like
I know.
That's just going Rick Ross
to a conversation we had a while back.
I know exactly what you were touching on, but you just gotta let me finish.
Like that Rick, like that's like Rick Ross talking about when he was selling dope. Like Rick Ross is a corrections officer, so I have never believed one fucking word Rick Ross has ever said.
But that's the thing, though. Even when
shit out there.
I will make this argument.
Somebody else's life. Those was his people in the jail's lives.
Right. But you know like what though?
You was CO, bro.
Yeah.
You know what though? As much people give Rick Ross crap for that, I can make the argument production wise. Deeper Than Rap in the album right after that, Teflon Don has the best production of any album.
Teflon Don has some really great.
Those jazz pieces, oh my god!
I was a fan of his until I found out, and I'm like, oh, I can't.
I'm not a fan of Rick Ross because all he rap about is like, whoever he's a brand ambassador for. That's all he raps about. He doesn't really talk about stuff. Him and Tom Ford must really love each other because he always talk about Tom Ford about every song.
Excuse me. Whoa, Kayos. Have you seen a Tom Ford song? I would rap about them niggas every day. Every day. If I had a closet of Tom Ford suits, I would every post I made would be Tom Ford. I would get that shit tattooed on my head. Them shits is
That's
nice.
what they want. That's what they want. That's
fine.
That's why I got more respect for when LL did it. That's why LL did it for Fubu. He did it for one of us.
Yeah.
But Lou, so you got three more.
Lucia, what is your what is?
Who did I say? I said Wayne and who?
I said Wayne and Drake.
Okay. I'm kind of weird about like saying this right now because there's like a lot of stuff going on with him, but I love ASAP Ferg.
ASAP Ferg or ASAP Rocky?
Ferg.
Okay.
I'm mad at that.
But you know, with all the stuff going on with ASAP and Ferg right now, like it's a little, it's a little shaky right there. But
how many she get?
She get 5.
Oh, I can give you 5.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's not that easy. I'm talking new guys like last 10 years, like J. Cole and Kendrick.
It's a little bit difficult for me because I'm not really into rap. Like I listen to everything. Like my music tastes are very eclectic. So if we're doing rap, I do like I feel weird when people say Cole and Kendrick because it's like duh. You know what I mean? So I don't want to put Cole and Kendrick on there. So I will say last 5 years or last 10 years.
I'll count Little Wayne.
Okay. Fuck. I'm looking through my playlist.
That's not like the newest guy that I really Big Sean, because every one of them had something that came out probably at least 09. So it's still kind of like a cheat because a lot of these real new.
That's kind of how I feel about Post Malone too. Because Post Malone, like, he's not really rap, but it's just enough where you could enjoy it. Like that last album.
I love him.
I
love Post Malone. So
I know of Post Malone from everything. I know him from
it's funny you bring up Big Sean because there's a song he has on Big Sean's the Detroit 2. That Wolf song, La, I'm telling you, that song with him and Big Sean sounds like it belongs on Post Malone's album. Like it sounds like you could pull that song right off Big Sean's album, put it right on Post Malone's album, and it will fit perfectly into that album sound.
Oh, I did forget to put Macklemore on there. I should have put him on my list.
Who?
Fuck him. I just want to see the look on his face. I just want to see the look on.
Oh, okay.
I just want to see the look on his face when I said Macklemore.
Hey, to each their own, man.
Are these like rappers that premiered in the past 10 years, or people that came out with albums in the past 10 years?
I would say premiered.
I say premiered.
Premiered. Okay. What does Wayne count? Does Drake count? Does
Drake? I would say count. Wayne don't count at all. Wayne's been out for 23 years. Like he was out in the 90s.
That don't make no sense. Okay. So then am I not including Wayne? Do I have 3 more then? God damn it.
I would not count Wayne. Because Wayne came out in 98.
Okay. I thoroughly enjoy Sada. Y'all probably sick of him because he's in Detroit.
And he thinks he's really a lot.
Okay, can I admit something to y'all real quick? And this is gonna make, I'm mad we're putting this on wax, but fuck it. Legitimately, until that TikTok song came out, I did not listen to a fucking song that man made.
I'm the same.
I did.
I didn't care. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I will support Detroit artists through and through. As a Detroit artist, I'll support Detroit artists through and through. But like, there's not a lot of music I like listening from. Like, I'll listen to T Grizzly. I'll listen to Danny Brown. Danny Brown's fucking amazing.
Danny Brown can fucking go.
I saw the look Lucia gave me. As much as I'll listen to him like in my car, but like when I have to do a party, his songs do get parties jumping. I will give him that.
Danny Brown's on the
of course. Royce gets no kind of love, which I don't like whatsoever. Royce has some classic albums that get no kind of recognition.
Legendary, that album, I banged the shit out of that in 2012.
There's a song. Have you heard this song, Black Savage? Mm-hmm. That song gets no kind of love, and it should.
That's my one thing, real quick. That's why I kind of don't like a lot of these newer Detroit rappers, because they don't sound different. I can listen to Royce and know I'm not listening to anybody. I can listen to him. I can listen to Sean. I can listen to fucking T Grizzly to an extent. Like, shout out, I'm like,
but the issue I've always had, and I've had this argument with everybody. My issue is, I get that this is a genre y'all want, we want to have, but rapping on beat is not a bad thing. For the love of Christ, it's not bad.
They keep rapping underneath that hole on the side of it.
Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like
other word and shit.
And the issue, they all sound the same when they do that. That's the thing. They all start sounding.
They all sound the same.
Here's the bad thing. The bad thing is this. I was at a club with one of my friends. We heard two Detroit rappers, different songs, right? The beat was damn near the exact same. I was like, play that beat. Like we left. I told, because they knew both rappers. I said, play both songs, and just take the words out. Just listen to the beat. The beat sounds the exact same. It's a kick, a hi-hat, a snare, and then a little synth behind. That's the exact same from like fucking Splice or whatever. Like, you're not hiring real producers.
They start reusing beats. I don't know whose song it was when I was in the car earlier today, but it's Bitch Get in My Car from 50 Cent. It's that beat. And I don't know who it is, but it's that song. And I know that beat because I rocked the fucking Massacre. That was one of my favorite albums. And I'm like, Bitch Get in My Car. And it sounds like some Atlanta rappers. I'm like, wait, they just literally are retaking the same beats over and over again.
And it's not hard to get a producer, but you don't want to pay producers. Like, again, producers do not get paid shit.
And then they don't make the song any better, so it inherently makes me think of the original version, which is better. Like that Lil Wayne song he did with Swizz Beatz. It was okay, but I know Special Delivery when I fucking hear it, and that was a better song.
But at least when he did that, it changed it. Like, he changed some stuff up about that beat.
But also, like, I think he came out and said he was doing it anyway. It's not like he was trying to masquerade it like he ain't never.
Sure. Yeah, he was like, yeah, this is of that beat, and I have no problem doing it.
Yeah, like I didn't mind that. But it's when you try to hide behind it. It's like when you try to be like a ting ting ting. You know what I'm saying? When you try to do that, when you try to be that person, when you try to be that person.
But again, you have a lot of producers that don't know how to produce. As a producer, you don't know how to produce beats.
Are y'all want to hear my 5?
We're dying.
Dying to hear my 5?
Yes.
I'm sure. Okay, so of course I got Cardi and Megan because every now and again they have songs that I thoroughly enjoy. Like trust me.
I love them.
I don't have an album. I can't tell you the name of their albums, but if you put on a song, I might know it and dance to it because I enjoy it. I enjoy a little ratchetness in my life. So
Megan is the one person that can take someone's beat and make it her own with no problem.
That Girls in the Hood.
Yeah.
That shit.
And look,
Megan,
I know music helps sell things. That song she did for Birds of Prey helped sell that movie. That song by itself is good. But like she could have made that song without the movie and it still been good.
So Cardi and Megan, I got Drake.
Okay, is it Cardi or what? Is it Cardi before or after the Lovecraft Country scene? Because that makes it even more better now. Because like literally when she stabbed him, it hit right as she said, "Little bitch."
Honestly, I'm gonna say both.
Okay.
Before and after. So I've been rocking with her since she kind of came out. I enjoy the story behind Cardi. I enjoy her hustle. I enjoy her come up. She said she's going to be this. She became it. You can't be mad at that. You can't be mad at that.
I'm not going to front. I did not like Cardi when she first came out, but then she grew on me. Like, she really
did. I like her hustle. I was like, I like the hustle. I didn't listen to the music.
She bust her ass. She really did
because
bust her ass.
I feel like everybody has a place, right? I don't feel like everybody needs to be like the greatest rapper alive or like the greatest singer. Like, everybody has their place, and I feel like she makes music for you to just dance to and have fun to, and those people are just as important as the Michael Jackson and the Beyoncés and the people of the world.
All these old heads shitting on Megan, like especially with the WAP stuff. I'm like, one, I'm not the target base, but I listen to enough of their songs where I know WAP says nothing different than literally they've said in any other song. So y'all picking right
from
now.
Any decade.
And then to be fair, like, why were we not expecting to release a song like that eventually?
Not even that though. Let's go back in time to when our parents was growing up. You had men in the sheerest of shirts and chaps, they asses hanging out. You had women in like mini dresses and boobs hanging out, not wearing bras, but a girl come out and say like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got this, my body is that. You like, oh my God, we cannot, like, shut up. Y'all did some of the nastiest stuff back in the day. Shut up.
I'll say this. Y'all know my last name, right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know who my uncle is, right? Nah, he ain't my uncle. But
I was gonna make that joke. I was like, I'm not gonna do that to him.
I get that all the time. But no, you can't be mad. When Luke was making that music back in the 90s,
right? Luke made a career off that shit.
I'm like, you can't. That's how I'm like. I literally have a friend of mine on Facebook.
Older
heads. I'm like, you can't be getting mad at Cardi and Megan when Luke's making this music.
But don't Luke got a song that literally tells the girl to pop her pussy?
Mm-hmm.
Pop.
She did.
Not even that, and then not even that.
Let's
talk about then Luke had a song that said it was like Doodoo Brown. Like, that was a nasty song.
Yeah.
Come on, like, shut up. Shut up. And we was gigging in the 90s, not knowing exactly what he was talking about. We was gigging.
I hate Drake, because I did not know what truffle butter was. And then I Googled it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
That was a mistake. And I think
Sweet Summer Child.
I think the FBI has been looking at me on my browser history ever since.
So I got Cardi, Megan, Drake, Post Malone, and Chance the Rapper.
Wow! I forgot about Chance.
I've never once listened to a Chance song.
I have. I think it's either the last album or the album before that was a solid album. I can't remember which one it is because it's not in my rotation like that, but it was like a solid album. I enjoyed it.
I'll say this, I honestly don't know too many people that listen to Chance. Because I actually asked, I'm like, I know I don't listen to a lot of these newer guys. I know he's not new, but I'm like, I don't listen to him. I'm like, do you listen to Chance the Rapper? Nah, I just know him from the commercials and everything else and Saturday Night Live. And I asked somebody else. I asked about 8 people. I'm like, I think he was on some song with somebody. I'm like, I've never really met too many people that are Chance the Rapper fans.
Like he's commercial. He is one. Yeah, you are totally correct. He is commercial. But I also feel like Chance has fun in his music that a lot of rappers don't
want to have.
I feel like he is what Kanye West should have still been. Like, because Kanye West came out having fun. He was talking about, he was having fun. And then all of a sudden, this brother brain just went, I don't know where it went, but Chance was like, I'm going to be fun.
I'm going to point out, Kanye's pissed me off so much, especially this year. I used to say, let's just go back to 07 Kanye. I'm sorry, but he's starting to burn that bridge to where I can't even fuck with 07 Kanye.
Sure.
That's my favorite version of Kanye.
Oh, yeah. He just upping the ante of, he's upping the ante of ridiculousness every time he opens his mouth. And, like, they need to get him some help because whatever they think they doing ain't helping.
He needs to both be on and off drugs at the same fucking time.
I will say this. Chance is one of those rappers that, the Chance the Rapper. Like when he does different things for shows stuff like that, it always works. Like
yeah, it do.
He did a commercial for Kit Kat bars. So I had to say, I'm like, that's a dope ass thing. I think he's doing the song for the new version of All That,
mm-hmm.
and the beat don't like I know Lucia. the beat don't sound half bad. Like it's taking the original version of all that and just remixing.
Hey Sylvie.
Come on.
Like it actually sounds pretty. I know. Nickelodeon shouldn't be doing all the.
I got 2 more.
Okay, go.
Okay, so one is Cardi. These are in no order. So I was Cardi as well, but I actually listen to a lot of rap in other languages.
Okay.
So I really like Ko. I don't know if anyone knows who Ko is, but Ko is
heard the name.
Amazing. He's rap. He's Japanese rap, and he so he was. Y'all probably heard this song because it became really popular, and Waka put something on this later. Waka and a few other people. Have y'all heard of the song Itjima?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so Ko was on the original Itjima, but that's not his song. So Itjima is Korean. That's Korean rap. And Keith Ape is Korean rapper. I like him too, but I wouldn't say he's like one of my favorites. But Ko is Japanese, and he was on the original version. He's amazing. Like, Ko is amazing.
You know someone I forgot to mention?
And Wiz. They're both new of this decade.
You know someone
I'm now upset that I didn't think of Wale and Wale.
Yeah, and there's someone I forgot to mention that I'm glad when you both brought up Megan and Cardi. Rhapsody got bars. Rhapsody got bars for days.
For sure.
If we're talking about female rappers,
but she'll never get her credit, and it pisses me off so much. Like if she had I don't want her to do this, but if she had the sex appeal of a Cardi or a Megan, she'd be up there with both of them. Like if she can I think she can out rap all of them.
But also I feel like, and this is messed up to say, but it's the way that this is played. You have to play the game of this business.
Absolutely.
It's okay if you want to be like a solo artist, you want to be your own brand and you want to make this money, but it's either going to take you 50 to 100 times longer to get to where you want to be. Is if you just play the game a little bit, because the person I think about the most who played the game and then came out successful is Pink.
Yeah,
I love Pink. Pink played the game. That first album was the blackest thing to come from a white woman ever in life. You understand me?
Not only did I have that, but in my opinion, she did have the best verse on Lady Mama.
She did. Yeah. But that was also like she played the game for a while. She made fun of the Christina Aguilera's, but you made a song with her because you knew that it would give you the exposure. She played the game. So
that's something that Cardi B brought up before.
Gotta play the game a little bit.
But Cardi B brought that up. She said that like I would love to do records with a Rhapsody or a bunch of other female MCs that are way doper than I am. But she knows for a fact that if she puts out that kind of record, it won't do her any justice, and it won't do that artist any justice. It won't get the same pop. Like
but you can still put me on your album. Just don't make me a single.
But album, yeah, but
just don't make me a single. So don't don't try to like be like I would do it, but it ain't gonna help nobody. No, it would help me. Put me on your album.
That's because they don't do albums anymore. You know what I mean? Like if this was 18 years ago, you could do 2 or 3 features like that on the album. Numbers 10 through 18. And that would be good, but now they only put out singles just to get the damn download.
But you also got to think about it from this standpoint. Not a lot of people are putting out albums because, and this is coming from my side of the situation, they don't want to pay producers. They do not want to pay a producer for shit.
Well, you put your music on some type of streaming platform, regardless of what it is, and you got at least. You got at least 10 songs. You can put me on a feature for one, even if you release something else as yours.
See, this is the main issue too. Now that we have these streaming services, producers like myself, we don't need to go to rappers anymore to make money. I can drop my shit right the fuck on Spotify and make double the money I was gonna make on someone's record. Like look at someone like a Swiss Beats. If Swiss Beats was young and had the records he had like DMX and Jay-Z, all those beats, and he just put them bitches out on Spotify right now, he probably would make more money now than he did back then. Because they don't want to pay you for shit. Because you even with a label, you only got so much money that you're gonna get. You gotta pay off niggas studio time, all that kind of shit. You gotta pay the engineer, then the producer, then whoever was on the track. It becomes a thing of not paying equally. Like,
no, but I get what you're saying, but I still feel like it's apples and oranges. I'm talking about somebody saying like, I would have this person on a track with me, but it wouldn't benefit them. Yes, it would.
And that's the thing. That's why a lot of people. That's why like a lot of them I know now just do the touring thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I think because of what's going on with COVID, you're gonna see more artists working together, collaborate, because all they are doing now is just this. Like now, there's no excuse. Like you have 9 times out of 10, most artists that are actually doing stuff have some form of home studio. You have a laptop, you can download Ableton or whatever and record your shit. You have a cell phone, record your shit through there, send it to whoever, and have them chop it up and make it how they want to make it. I don't want to hear like, or
you can just YouTube now and figure out stuff for yourself and be your own one-stop shop everything.
Not have to worry about it. The music we've had so far this year hasn't been bad. Big Sean's album, it gets shit, but it's not a bad album.
From what I heard of, I like it. Granted, I am a big Sean fan. I always have been, not just for the Detroit thing, but his flow was different enough, especially when it first came out, that it caught my ear because I'm like, I don't hear anybody that says what he's saying exactly.
Plus, you got to think about it from this standpoint. He came out the worst time to ever come out as an artist. He came out right around the same time Drake, ASAP, and Kendrick came out on top of Cole. And I got to make my own lane with these niggas. Oh, also, by the way, Cole technically is kind of like a label mate for me because technically he's under Rockefeller and I'm under Kanye's label, which is a subsidiary of Rockefeller. That kind of sucks. Drake is over here, so he's close to where I am. Kendrick's controlling the West Coast by his damn self. Oh, and Big Chris down in Houston, and he got to do all that shit by himself. And I'm just here in Detroit like, hi. No, nigga, like, don't get me wrong. Control could have fucked that nigga's whole career up because Kendrick, Thanos, everybody on that bitch. Kendrick was Thanos. That nigga said...
And he could have put an LL and re-recorded his verse just to go at that and just have a beef on the track.
That's the crazy part.
Not to do it, and that's why I got a lot of respect.
The crazy part is this. Of that song, there are 3 niggas on that song. Everyone only remembers the Kendrick and the Big Sean verse. I'm like, oh, Jay Electronica in the song? Is he?
No, they remember Jay Electronica because that was the shit that
right after. That's the part you turn the song off. He's like,
Jay Electricity, PBS Mystery. I'm like, nah.
But no,
all right, y'all. I'm about to head out because I haven't eaten all day, and I'm about to.
How have you not eaten?
Because I just been chilling for a little bit, and then I had to do the podcast. That podcast went for like 3 hours, like almost 3 hours. Like that podcast was like,
whoa,
podcast was like 6 hours.
That podcast started at 8 o'clock, and then
what was it on?
It was on Zoom.
No. I mean topic wise.
Oh, topic wise, it was top 10 comic book film adaptations.
And it was 3 hours?
Almost. It was like 2 and some change.
Our MCU one where we had Hubert and
plus it was like
3 hours on almost.
Yeah, but it was like 9 of us on that bitch, so I can understand that.
It was like 5, but it was weird. It was like 2 rounds, and everybody only said 4, but you want me to make a top 10? It was he didn't really explain what it was, because what he did at the end, he was like, we started to rank them. So he'd be like, so what about Constantine and this one? Which one you choose? And if it was a consensus, then this one would be first, second. Like, he didn't explain it to me correctly, because I'm thinking it's like our list. Like, I make you my top 10, like what I think is my top 10. But you wanted me to do like of all time type of thing, and that's not what
that's the hardest list to ever do, is do a top 10 all-time comic book one.
Yeah,
and I don't think I could do that.
Because I was doing comic books that like people forgot about that became films or didn't really think about. Like I had Richie Rich on my list. Because to me, Because to me, nobody thinks about Richie Rich. Nobody, nobody talks about that. Honestly, plus it was a good, it's nostalgia for me, right? I had Tank Girl on my list. I didn't bring it up, but I had Tank Girl on my list.
It could have been worse. You could have just put, Spider-Verse up there.
I did put Spider-Verse up there.
I always put the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film up there because that's a comic book.
It is. So he just didn't explain it right, and I was asking him multiple times, like, "Yo, explain this to me." And he was like, "Will you just give us your top 10?" And I didn't even say all 10. I said like 4 or 5.
So you're saying you stepped out with the side chick, but found out your main chick is actually better, huh?
All right, I'm gonna see y'all later.
That's what happened. That's when you'll step outside.
I'll see y'all later.
But welcome home. Welcome home. Welcome home. We will accept you back with open arms. You might be on the couch for a couple of nights, but
as long as I got a pillow and a blanket, I'm fine. I can sleep anywhere.
Oh my God, he put
dead.
But no, welcome home.
Thank you.
Fuck that side nigga. Fuck that nigga that you heard all about.
Facts, because I ain't got time. I was like, okay, I'm done. But all right, y'all be easy. I'll see y'all later.
Bye, La.
Bye, Lou. Bye.
But no.
I'll be right back because I gotta do something real quick.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna kill a video right now, actually.
Oh, okay. Yay.
So yeah, this is our after show. So yeah, we just ramble. We didn't even introduce it. This is a ramble.
Yeah, so just keep that. Yeah, we'll put.
We're gonna call the after show the ramble.
We did actually do a ranking too, so we couldn't get this top 5 rappers.
Yeah.
You know what? Because we didn't talk about anything specific to what's happening right now on September 28th, we can throw this out there as an extra episode.
Mm-hmm. You just mentioned the date, which is kind of funny.
Find out what part of the recording is.
I'm not gonna cut it. Don't worry. It ain't no big deal. But yeah, this is the ramble. I hope you all enjoyed the first episode of the ramble. This is episode 1. Episode 0 was the one where Kayos explained how you don't watch Disney movies whatsoever, and he thinks Finding Dory is better than Finding Nemo. But
yeah, that was weird.
It still is weird. It's like Roman Reigns being healed. It's just weird.
No, it's better. That's why it's better.
Dude, it looked too good. He was wearing a different outfit.
I haven't seen it yet.
He didn't have on a shirt. He had on no shirt. He walked out with no shirt.
Did he just leave?
Yeah, he just did. Yeah, Roman walked out with no shirt and was trash talking the entire fight.
I like that. No shirt works for me.
Like he was getting more and more pissed that Jay wouldn't give up, to the point where Jimmy had to come out and Jimmy had to throw the towel out in to save Jay.
I haven't been up on SmackDown because it comes on Friday, which is weird to me. Like I haven't been watching it, so
but, it was like I was watching it while we were recording, but like Roman was beating the ever-loving hell out of him, and it was getting banged. Even Jimmy was like, "What are you doing? He's your cousin."
Yeah.
And it was so weird because after the match, like Roman won clearly. Like we knew Roman was gonna win the match, but like after the match, he requested that the tribal piece that Jay walked out with, that it be given to him, and he put it on, and then held the belt above a lifeless Jay while Jimmy's holding him. And I'm like, damn, that's good storytelling. Because like, I want that rivalry to keep going for at least another month. Because like, even the documentary they did for Jay before, like last night, that helped set up the match. It was like, shit. It's like Jay just kept coming at him. Like no matter what, like he just kept fighting back. He's like, I'm not giving up. Like I refuse.
Mm-hmm.
But that might have been the best storytelling I've seen in a very long time. Like
everyone's saying like this is amazing Roman right now. Like I haven't been watching anything, but it's a Paul Heyman thing. But aren't they going back to like no Paul Heyman stuff? So
well, that's the thing. From what the way it's being presented is as if Roman's in charge and Paul's just there, compared to how it used to be where Paul was in charge and Brock was like. So essentially, how Brock and Paul were more so like partners.
Right.
This is more so like Paul works for Roman.
Okay.
And it was to the point where like Roman was beating the ever-loving hell out of Jay, the ref was like, was doing the 5 count, and Roman got up and got in the ref's face like, what are you doing? How dare you do this to me? And then walked back and began to keep doing it. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be really good. Because like they changed everything. The Fiend is now a face. But that helps set up the Roman thing. Because like even the last SmackDown, they had to where Alexa is being controlled by the Fiend somewhat. Her match ends, she's walking up the ramp, and Roman's music hits. He comes out, and the last shot we see of Alexa is her turn around and look at Roman while he's holding the title up. Because Roman took the title from the Fiend. So that sets up that storyline. While still building up the Jay thing. Like, I don't know who the fuck's doing the writing for this, but I want to thank them so fucking much for making this actually compelling.
I can tell you who's not doing it.
Oh, Vince. Yeah, it's not Vince. But like even NXT is amazing. Like how I never thought I would think Kyle O'Reilly would be a main eventer, but I'm all the fuck for it.
I love Kyle O'Reilly. I think he's awesome. Like he is amazing, and I don't think he gets the credit he deserves. Like he's the undisputed era guy, you know. Like
you know who he is? He's the Kofi of the group.
Yes.
He's Kofi. He's 1000% the Kofi Kingston of the group. And I never thought I would, because even in the match, I'm like, how are they gonna make this match work? Because like the person that should win it should probably be Kushida or Kyle, and then Kyle just comes up like, and they like in that match they set up so like I love what NXT is doing. I kept bouncing back and forth between NXT and AEW, but I personally love with both of them. I like how Cody came out more heelish with this all black persona, which is just terrifying. I'm thinking everyone in the Nightmare. I think everyone in the Elite is gonna go heel except for Hangman, which is going to be because they keep teasing Hangman versus Omega, and they're not pulling the trigger on it just yet. So I want to see how that turns out. But it's going to be really interesting what they do next with both companies.
Yeah, I'm happy about wrestling. Like I think wrestling is fun again.
Which is weird to even say out loud. Like it should feel that way.
I feel weird saying that, but I'm
like they announced the draft tonight for Raw and SmackDown, and they're gonna do another draft. So we'll see who gets moved where. But I think for the most part, pretty much everyone that's there is gonna stay. Everyone that's a main player is gonna stay where they are. Like I think
the main. They need to keep somebody on SmackDown because when Roman wasn't there, it was kind of like, okay, I'm not watching SmackDown.
But I think they're gonna have a problem once they go back to normal because you've now made Jay a single star. You put him in a singles main event match. You can't just not have him up in a singles run anymore. I need him to get an IC title. I need him to get a US title. Hell, it'd be my dream if you sent him back to NXT and gave him the NXT championship. I have no problem with you doing that. But him, Big E, whatever the fuck they plan on doing with Jeff Hardy and that Jeff Hardy AJ Sammy match didn't make no fucking sense. I'm still confused on how the fuck that worked.
Yeah.
Cause like Sammy handcuffed Jeff's arm with one handcuff and Jeff's earlobe with the other handcuff to an actual ladder. I'm like, that would physically hurt me. Why would you do? I wouldn't sign up for that shit. Hell, Keith Lee, all these other guys. I don't know how they're gonna make this work, but it'll be really interesting to see what they do.
Yeah, but I heard that Vince was taking everything back over, so I'm kind of scared too. I'm not gonna lie, I have not been up on my wrestling lately, and that's because I'm scared to. Like, I'm scared to go back to it because I'm scared that it's gonna be so good now and then it's gonna go back.
But that's why I kind of dip in and out. I will watch NXT and AEW without question. Raw and SmackDown, I get the cliff notes. I'll watch after they premiere and then go from there. Yeah,
same. But I love AEW. I like what they're doing. I think that they need to focus on the women a little bit more, and they need some kind of like a something But I mean,
but that's the issue. They don't want more titles. They don't want more titles in the company, but
they need them.
You need something, because I know they don't want to put a title on Darby just yet. But for the love of God, you have got to pay off his momentum eventually, because it's gonna get stale sooner or later.
Yep.
I understand you want to have that crowd once you can have that CM Punk holy shit moment, but that moment's getting ready to pass real soon. It'll be a year next month.
Exactly, and I don't even know when people will really be coming back for real. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, how do you plan to hold things off for another year? Maybe we don't even know. So,
and that's why I kind of give WWE credit, because at least with them, they're keeping their storylines going to a certain pace. Like, they're not going full tilt. They're at least going half tilt. Like, they're like, okay, we'll build our story. We'll slowly etch out storylines. Like Edge, we know you're injured, so we're not going to bring you back immediately. We'll save you for later. Big E, we're not going to give you your moment just yet. We'll save that for later. Sasha, won't have you we'll have you show at the review tonight, but we won't have you really be there until later. Jay, you're new, so we have to figure out what the fuck to do with you in total. You and Jenny, because now that Jenny's back, now we got to figure out how we're going to make this shit work.
Mm-hmm.
If it was me, the best thing you could do at this moment, if you're doing the draft, next Friday, I wouldn't even show Jimmy, or I wouldn't even have Jay on the show. I would have Jay go to Raw and Jimmy stay on SmackDown, and then Jimmy versus Roman, and let Jay do his own thing without being on there, or have him go to NXT.
But then, but who's left for tag teams in SmackDown?
Okay, so this is. I would imagine at that point they would bring up Undisputed Era, because Undisputed Era has nothing else to do. Huh?
Minus Adam Cole.
Well, that's what I'm going to get to. I think Adam Cole's. I think Undisputed Era is so good it doesn't matter if they're face or heel. Absolutely. I would have Bobby Fish and what's the other guy? Not Kyle. Roddy. I would have them go as tag team, and Adam Cole is the next guy to go up against Roman. To build him up as the main event guy, because on Raw it's pretty much established it's going to be either Randy, Drew, or Keith.
Right.
So throwing Adam in there kind of doesn't make any sense. You're not gonna put him in the U.S. title picture, because that's pretty much Black America right there. So send him over to SmackDown and have him become a legit contender for the undisputed, the Universal Championship against Roman.
Mm-hmm.
If you do that, is basically if you do Roman as a heel with Adam Cole as a somewhat face, you're basically just getting another version of The Rock versus Shawn Michaels.
Right.
Which I would have for 3.5 months. I have no problem watching that.
Yeah.
And then you have The Fiend just slowly hanging in the background. So now you have The Rock, HBK, and Undertaker in a somewhat mix again. You gotta figure out what to do with The Fiend eventually, because The Fiend is gonna have to do something sooner or later.
Yeah.
But you can do that, and then you can on the side build Big E up to where he can begin to start getting ready to take the title from Roman, because that's the ultimate plan. That's the ultimate trigger, to put Big E as a champion, and then once Xavier comes back, do what you want to do with Xavier. Because I know they want all three of them to have their moment, because they want to pay off all those guys for doing what they do.
Right.
But yeah, I would definitely do something to where I don't want to put Undisputed Era up, but I think it needs to be a 3-man team. It can't be a 4-man team, because that won't work on one brand. It won't work to have, especially after what happens with this match next Sunday. It won't matter if Kyle wins or loses. You can't have two main event guys on the same team and then move to a different brand and them not have any issues. It won't work thematically. So I think Kyle will probably end up leaving the group. I don't think Adam will. And then you let Adam and the guys go up to SmackDown and then run Rush out over SmackDown.
I love Kyle O'Reilly.
But he's better. But at the current moment, he's kind of better without Undisputed Era, though.
Yeah.
They don't need them anymore.
Any of them could be solo and they'd be good. No, not Roderick.
No, Roderick could. Bobby.
He don't have the look to me.
Roderick could. Kyle could. Adam could. To me, it's Bobby. Bobby doesn't have the mic presence.
Well, he also gets hurt all the time. But I mean,
But they tried it with the whole Velveteen Dream thing. It didn't work then. Velveteen was really feeding him lines. Like, dude, come on. And Bobby couldn't catch on. So I don't think Bobby doesn't need to say much. Bobby just needs to be there. Bobby needs to be a Finley. He needs to not say shit, go in there, kick ass, and leave. The rest of those guys, I can see Kyle on the mic. I can see Roddy on the mic. We definitely can see Adam on the mic. So I think it'll make more sense if Roddy and Adam took Bobby up and left Kyle back. Because Kyle, if you leave Kyle there, at least at that point you have someone new that can challenge for the belt. You don't have that many challengers left, especially with Karrion Kross now being out.
Yeah.
Because Kross is going to be out till at least Rumble. So with that, you got to have somebody there. It would make more sense if, now, the ultimate trigger could be moving Jay to NXT. Now that, if you find a way to do that and build that into Roman's heel persona, where he says, as the tribal chief, I talked to the heads of SmackDown and Raw and had you moved to NXT so that way you can become a champion there and I'll be the head of this table, that would be so devious, but Jay could do nothing about it. So then you can build to where Jay is not going for the title so he can get back at Roman at Survivor Series.
So you should just be a writer. Because I like that. I like that. That would satisfy all of my I like to look at you needs on each show. Yeah, that works for me.
Legitimately, I wrote a fantasy book after I think after Wrestle Talk did a thing on how to move the title off of Brock, and I had it to where Finn Balor turned heel and made his own Bullet Club across all three brands.
Mm-hmm.
With him, Undisputed Era, Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows.
Mm-hmm.
And then the final person to help him with it was King Corbin. The way I wrote it was so perfect. Like it was and that was before the whole Bray Wyatt thing happened. Like I wrote it to where legitimately they were gonna. I'm sorry. It was King Corbin and AJ Styles. So all of them were part of a new Bullet Club with NWE, to where they controlled all brands, not just Raw and SmackDown. Like you had Undisputed Era controlling NXT. You had Finn controlling Raw, and you had AJ controlling SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
And then the end of the booking would be Roman had to team up with the Usos to take out the SmackDown part. You had Rollins having to build a new team to take out build a new team with both Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens to take out Raw. And then NXT was Keith Lee, Johnny Gargano, and Tommaso working together to take out Undisputed Era. It was perfect booking. Like the way I set it up was to where Vince was going to be the bad guy again, but he loses in the process.
Okay.
But
where? What is this?
I wrote it on my sports blog. Like I basically based it off of Finn's original Bullet Club run, like where he essentially where he took over Bullet Club and made that. But
Mm-hmm.
they also used that as a way to build up Kyle. Was it Kyle? Yeah, Kyle would be the person. He would be the Chris Jericho of the group. So by the end of this whole booking, I didn't write the second part of this. Kyle would end up taking all three belts from all three brands and winning at the end. I didn't do a part two, but my part two had to where Finn would have an issue with both AJ and Adam. They wanted him. They wanted a shot at him for his belt, but Kyle but Kyle O'Reilly won the Royal Rumble, and he wanted all three of them because he felt disrespected about all of them. So he wanted all three of them at Mania, and basically pulls a Daniel Bryan and beats all three of them over one night.
That's a lot, but
it's what Daniel Bryan did. I would do it to where you would do like, if anything, you would do it to where Adam loses on the takeover before WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
But after the match, gets beat down by both AJ and Finn. So when he goes to the match, he's already injured. He beats AJ barely. Then goes into the match against Finn. And I'm not talking about regular Finn, but Demon King Finn.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Demon King Finn's first loss as the Demon King on the main roster. Because Demon King's never lost. He's never lost.
Yeah.
Which
I wouldn't want him to lose it.
But I would, if you're doing the perfect booking would be to where Demon King Finn would lose it in a main event at WrestleMania. That the scale of it has to be big to where he needs to lose. Because if you did Demon King Finn losing at, I don't know, Money in the Bank, it doesn't feel the same compared to him losing at Royal Rumble or WrestleMania.
That's definitely a Mania thing. To Kyle though.
But you build him up over you make him the lovable one of this heel group.
But is he able to hold all of these titles? Like and everybody, like that would be your champion,
But that would be how they would ultimately after that night, he would have since like the Raw after Triple H because I Triple H being a part of this group as well. Like the overall, I would have Triple H being the Paul Heyman of this group essentially.
Okay.
After this is over and this group has disbanded, Kyle has to make a decision where he has to give up all of the like at least all except for one belt.
Okay.
And then after with that, okay, he was then Triple H said, okay, you giving up the Raw, the SmackDown, or the NXT belt. And now we're going to have a draft to shuffle the deck all over again. So whatever brand Kyle's on, he stays on that brand. And then you reshuffle everything. So the alliances that were once there aren't there anymore.
Okay.
So that way everyone can go wherever they can go. Like for example, you can see AJ Styles in NXT. You can see The Fiend back in NXT. You could see Roman over on SmackDown, but Braun is over at Raw. King Corbin is on Raw. Something to like that kind of Ricochet is there as well.
You have all of this written down somewhere? Oh, okay. I thought this was.
Oh no, like I like just because essentially it's just writing out movies. It's just like I write pitch movies. But like I had an idea for how to make, because my dream match, especially for this is up in WrestleMania, is Karrion Kross versus Bray Wyatt. But it'll never happen. But that'd be a perfect match. I think another perfect match that I think they'll never do would be Keith Lee versus Braun Strowman in Keith Lee versus Braun Strowman in a no rope match. So WrestleMania, no ropes, just them two in the middle of the ring, winner take all.
Okay. I'm not really a Braun Strowman fan.
But that's why, because arguably Braun is the biggest dude in the company.
Right.
Like, physically.
Right.
You can set up Keith being the limitless one truly by taking out, like you could say, like I would say it to where Braun has been saying that the only reason Keith has beaten him is because Keith's able to do the pounce.
Okay.
Because what they're setting up Keith Lee now is like they're making him like they're saving him to where his moves are instant KOs.
Right.
So if you do that, you would set it to where Keith needs the ropes in order to pull off some of his moves. The pounce, right. the spirit bomb, the big bang catastrophe, all those moves.
Right.
You show how powerful he truly is by having him just straight up deadlift Braun and do a spirit bomb in the middle of the ring on a WrestleMania. Fans or no fans, especially without fans, him actually slamming him and pinning him would be incredible to see.
Yeah,
Like when they introduced Raw Underground, like that's smart, but you're not doing it correctly. You need to put this. This can't be just a 30-minute spot on Raw. You need to make this a thing where you put it on the network as its own thing. You need to make it cross-brand. So, because you have enough wrestlers that don't need acrobatics to do a lot of their moves. As much as he's acrobatic, Seth Rollins could do all that shit without any ropes.
Yeah.
His moveset calls for it. Someone like a Aleister Black. But you could do that where you could build a brand off that and build a fourth show, because they already do have 4 shows. But the 5th show where it's just that. It's no crowd. It's no people around the crowd. Just build it to where it's no ropes. You have to do this. Use the women. That way some of the women can get some shine without having to be on Raw, SmackDown, or NXT. Someone like a Shayna Baszler could be a champion there. Someone like a Nia, a Mia Yim, a Xia Li, a Dakota Gonzalez, Rhea Ripley. Those kind of girls could easily have great matches there. And at the same time, you wouldn't waste talent on the men's side either. Matt Riddle deserves a championship. Sooner or later, he still hasn't won one yet on any brand.
Yeah.
King Corbin. How long has he had a championship?
He don't need one.
I'm just saying, but like for his style, he could fit in there as their big heel. But him, someone again, Bray doesn't need the ropes to be a monster. Yeah. He just shows up and wrecks shop. Like I think arguably his match against Finn Balor is the best match across all companies in the past 10 years. That match on SummerSlam when he came out and everybody was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Mm-hmm.
Like legitimately, everyone stopped. No matter if it was New Japan, AEW, WWE. It was like, what the fuck is this?
But that was amazing.
But that's the thing, and to me, that is the reason I love AEW. Don't get me wrong, I love AEW, what they're doing, all the people they have over there. They don't have anyone that is the Fiend. If they had a character like that, then they'd win. But they have the Fiend as a ace in the hole. The Fiend could pop up anywhere across all three shows, and it will work automatically.
Yeah.
Like for example, imagine if Wednesday next Sunday during Finn Balor versus Kyle O'Reilly, the Fiend just pops up and attacks Finn. Automatic headlines. Oh, why is the Fiend in NXT? That would fucking work for me.
Yeah.
Hell, put him down there. I would love to see the work he does down there. Imagine the Fiend with Velveteen Dream.
That's a lot.
But you know the promos would be so damn good.
Oh, promos would be amazing. But that's a lot.
The promos would be, and Dream, I know Dream would have an outfit for that. Dream would make an outfit for that would fit so perfect. The fact that I still love him for doing the fucking Negan outfit for the Adam Cole match a while back. Shit like that he could do. Like, AEW does not have that person yet that can just become that character. And that character took time to make, but at the same time, the Fiend is just ridiculous. Like, I love what they do with the character and how he affects everyone. Everyone he touches turns to shit. Mm-hmm. Or turns back to who they should be. The only person he hasn't touched yet was what? Roman.
Yeah.
Everyone else has turned to something else. So I'm loving what they do with the Fiend character, and the fact that they're allowing him to do whatever the fuck he wants with that. So
they should have fucked with him in the beginning, but
but I think Vince was like, "Yep, I should probably stop doing this. I should probably just leave him the fuck alone and let him do what they need to do."
At all. I don't think that was something that ever went through Vince's head, but I think someone talked him into it. But yeah,
I guarantee you, it was. I can guarantee you, it's at least 3 people. It was at least Triple H, Bray himself, and at the current moment, it was Seth. Seth had to say something. Seth was like, "We can't fuck this up because he is nuclear hot." The fact that the video still, the audio still exists of people on during Hell in a Cell saying fuck you Vince, is on actual WWE network programming is still insane to me.
Yeah.
And the match wasn't bad. It was just the way it ended. Like, the match was perfectly fine. But,
we're not talking about that. We gotta do like a wrestling podcast. I need to get back up on everything.
I'm gonna talk to everyone in the chat and say we should probably do something like later in the week, probably about that.
Yeah, we should, because this is interesting. I got a lot of catching up to do on wrestling, obviously.
And between me and Kyle, we can definitely catch you up.
Yeah.
So this is the actual ending to the actual ramble, because it was still recording. Oh my God. So Kyle's gonna love this shit. So we'll see everyone later. I hope you love the extra rambling shit we did about wrestling. So you get everything on this podcast. It's a smorgasbord, if you will. So we'll see you guys later. Peace and much love.